It's Bill from Melbourne City Maintenance, and here we are at 46 Salisbury Grove, Northcote, where the client has asked us to paint the exterior of their weatherboard home. The colours are remaining the same, but it's been about 10 years since the previous coat of paint, and as a result, the weatherboards are flaking in some areas. Some weatherboards are rotten, and their request was that we remove all the rotten weatherboards, sand off all the flaking paint, and make the boards ready for 2 coats of exterior premium low sheen. And we have sanded the home from top to bottom, front to back, and we've filled all the gaps and cracks with appropriate fillers. And as a result of that, we have a really great surface to begin painting once again, so that the new paint adheres and sticks, so that it is really good for many years to come. Some of the paint on the north side, where the home gets a lot of afternoon weather, especially in summer, was extremely flaking, so we removed it back to bare timber, and the bare timber is going to be treated with undercoat so that it creates the perfect surface for the next 2 coats to go over the top. So there's been quite an amount of preparation time that has gone into this home, and you can see the result. It's looking worse than it was when we started, but in fact in a matter of a couple of days, this place went from looking really bad to then looking quite fantastic. And we can see that there's some new weatherboards there because the rotten ones were removed and replaced with similar weatherboards, and now we have a really good waterproof, weather-tight surface that just needs to be painted so that it can last another 10 years or so. We also painted and prepared the windows that were quite good, and we sanded and prepared the front fence. The other thing that we did is, in order to make the lacework look really fantastic, we removed it and had it sent off to the powder coaters. And the lacework looked really good from far, but from close up it actually was quite caked on, and it had a lot of paint over many decades, and there was no way that we were going to make it look better. In fact, we were probably going to make it worse. So the client agreed for us to take it off and remove the flaky paint via the powder coaters and give it a fresh coat of paint. We also removed the weatherboards, quite a lot of them in some spaces where for some reason moisture had penetrated them and made them soft, and they were falling off. And on this other side facing the sun, most of the time we also had to remove a number of weatherboards, not too many. So I found that most homes that we do repairs on aren't that bad. It looks worse at the beginning before we start, but once you get into it, it really isn't a complicated task to change weatherboards and make the house very watertight again. And here we are, after all the painting has been completed. We're still waiting on the lacework to be delivered by the powder coater, but the front fence has been painted. All the walls at the front have been repainted, and so have the windows. We painted the veranda underneath, and as we go down the side of the house, you can see that the side gate has been painted in the trim color, matching the rest of the home, where previously it was just clear timber. And here is that side of the home where the weatherboards were removed in quite a large patch, and instead of being moist and damaged now, they are brand new and waterproof. And as we come around the back, we've had a really good result under the deck here, where the client can open their French doors and sit out and enjoy the rear of their home. And also we had an amazing result on the side of the house, which gets the most of the weather. Now, it's important that this side gets attended to a little more often than the rest of the house. So perhaps a recommendation to all clients to be, and previous clients of ours, is that in around 3 or 4 years, set a calendar reminder for the place to be inspected. And if you need a free quote, please call Bill from Melbourne City Maintenance and arrange one now.